Getting Barnaby back out to his exhibit yard, I think he enjoyed it. Obviously coming from a hospital by himself back to a familiar spot, a familiar environment with other tortoises that he knew was, I think, an easy transition for him. A few unexpected challenges we ran into when moving Barnaby back into his yard was we had a period of weather ailments that we weren't expecting. So it rained for quite a few days in a row, causing his exhibit to get a little bit wet, increase him sliding a little bit more than what we hoped for. So it was a challenge that we did not expect we would run into, we didn't account for. And so maybe our initial process of getting him back wasn't as ideal as what we would have liked. We would have liked him to have a little bit more traction, especially through that initial healing process where he's going to be moving a lot more on a more native grass or native terrain. Despite the wet conditions of his exhibit, they do have an indoor holding space in adjacent to their outdoor space. And so we had numerous conversations with keeper staff and with upper management about, hey, you know, we didn't expect this. The outdoor exhibit's way more wet than what we expected. How do people feel about moving him into the indoor exhibit for a short duration to let the exhibit dry out? And you know, before we could even implement that plan that everyone agreed to, you know, the weather kind of dried up, it got hot again, and so then our outside holding ended up drying a lot sooner than what we expected. Barnaby's medical care will continue, and that started or continued the first day he was back in exhibit. So we started implementing laser therapy once he went back out into exhibit as well. We initially started off at every day, and now as he's slowly gotten a little bit better, we've extended that. So every other day we're out there providing laser therapy for him. We can provide what we can provide up to a certain point, and we can get him to as best place as possible with him, with his forelimb. And so kind of what that means now is where do we say, hey, this is the best we can get? How else do we continue to manage him appropriately and make sure that every other aspect of his life is appropriate? You know, whether that's husbandry care, whether that's exhibits, whether that's enrichment, or even ongoing medical care. So, you know, one of the things that we elected to do is not only treat his bad shoulder, we actually decided we're going to start treating the other one as well. And so knowing that he's offloading weight on the other one, you know, this is not just a medical condition of one aspect. You know, we're treating him as a tortoise whole and completely in every aspect of it. So whether that's, again, husbandry, diet, welfare, enrichment, and medical care. So the commitment as a veterinary department or veterinarians, technicians is committed to Barnaby every day, right? So, you know, whether that's performing laser therapy, ongoing treatments, ongoing assessments, basically making sure that we're not satisfied at any point, and that at any point there's always work for growth, for ongoing commitment. So whether that's changing our treatment strategies, changing medications if he needs them, altering his husbandry or habitat. I think at the end of the day, everybody is all in at any point. So at any point that he changes, we'll assess, recommit or redo our treatment plan, and to see what is the next step or where do we need to go from here. It's never an option just to give up or to throw in the towel.